I'm going to go through a full presentation. I'm going to do this for two reasons. A, I want to see how long it takes. And B, I want to show you how to handle 1, 2, 3 times 4. I want to show you how to handle 12 payments here. Okay? And by the way, okay, yes, 1,000, 2,500, 4,000, 5,000. Management's penciling the cash down, correct, Brian?
That's correct.
Okay. Are the salespeople asking the customers what they want to put down?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you mean management's penciling it? Can you elaborate on that a little more?
They key it in.
Yeah, meaning that there are going to be multiple cash options. So management's going to pencil them. It might be 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000. It might be less depending on the price of the vehicle. A big mistake a lot of salespeople make is they ask the customer what they want to put down. What's the answer most of the time?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing or some stupid number. What would be a smarter way to phrase it?
Not much to put down.
How much did you put down on your last vehicle?
That's a good question to ask. And let's say I say $2,000,
Were you looking at putting in 2,000 on this or more?
Same down on this one.
or more is a good tag right there. Okay. Or the most effective one I know is Nick, on a $35,000 vehicle, most customers want to put down somewhere between $5,000 and $7,000. Did you have that amount in mind, or did you have another amount in mind? Okay? I never want to tell them they have to put down anything, because if they don't have anything to put down, are we still going to put the deal together? Yes, we are. But the more cash you can get from the customer, the better it is for all parties involved. All parties meaning the dealership, the customer, and the lending institution. Cash is king. Why is it important to the lending institution?
They make money financing the loan.
No, they're going to make the more money they finance, the more money they make.
Right.
But why would a down payment be important?
Well, if their credit's not great, it's going to put safety into the deal.
It puts the bank in a better position. Okay, and if the credit is mediocre or marginal, more cash will help the deal a lot. Why is it good for the dealership?
It helps them move a unit.
It's a commitment factor.
Yeah. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, it's definitely a commitment factor. Brian, is it, again, I'm harking back a long way on this one, but lenders grade your book of business based on the quality of credit that you send them, and also the equity positions you send them, correct?
Absolutely.
So if let's say dealership A is really good at getting cash down, dealership B doesn't work it nearly as hard, well, guess what? Dealership A may get certain people bought that dealership B can't get bought. Okay? So it helps the dealership, and it helps the customer.
So lender kind of portfolios it between all your book of business?
Yes.
I got you.
Yes. Okay. Hey, Gary, thanks for your patience. Look, we've put together what we think is a great proposal here, and by the way, there won't be any surprises because you saw the...
Is this recording already? Okay. I didn't see anybody press the button. I just wanted to
Okay,
make sure.
but thank you, Nick, for watching out for us, okay? You're a good man. But there won't be any surprises on here because you saw the internet price before you ever got here.
Yeah.
Okay, in fact, you told me, we talked about this earlier, that's why you're here.
Right.
Our internet price was attractive enough, and we had the vehicle. So there won't be any surprises. However, I do want to remind you that you're not just getting a Mazda, okay? You're getting a lot of other stuff that comes with the Mazda that a lot of people forget about, but it's got tremendous value. For example, you're not going to pay for any maintenance for the next 12 months, are you? No, because 12 months, 12,000 miles worth of maintenance come with that vehicle. You're not going to pay for an automobile repair for the near future because you've got a comprehensive warranty that covers all the mechanical workings of that vehicle for 3 years or 36,000 miles. You have a powertrain warranty that covers the major elements of the vehicle, including the seals and gaskets, for the next 5 years or 60,000 miles. You have a 10-year, 200,000 mile warranty, powertrain warranty, that it covers essentially the same things that Mazda's 560 covers. And that again is good certainly at our stores, but anywhere else there's an ASE certified mechanic. You've got a 3-year, 36,000 mile roadside assistance program. I mean, if you had to pay for that on the open market, it cost you $150 or so. You've got both paint and fabric coverage through our paint and fabric 1-year warranty, which you can, by the way, always extend. You've got an emissions warranty, and you have a corrosion warranty as well. And in addition, you're going to get 4 months of Sirius radio from Mazda during a trial period. All of that comes with the Mazda. And you've also got the right to bring it back and exchange it. And I told you that you can't pay too much. It's impossible at Bomarito because of our best value guarantee, which is in writing. Now, as cool as all this stuff is, it doesn't make a doggone bit of difference if the Mazda you picked out isn't right. Okay, the Mazda you picked out, first choice of color,
Yeah.
equipped the way you said it had to be equipped, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Here's your opportunity, as opposed to great news. There's the sale price. This was discounted $2,140 to get to this price right here. All right? We love your old car. And that's why we're going to buy it for $1,000. And by the way, you can add another $80 to that because you're going to get an $80 tax credit for trading it into us, which means the difference is $23,130. When you add your taxes, license, and fees, you've got a total cash price of $23,334. Now, we're also going to pay off your vehicle. There was some slight negative equity, so the balance to finance is $24,589. Now, what we've done is we've done what our customers have asked us to do, and that's give them choices. I've given you 4 choices up here: $1,000, $2,500, $4,000, and $5,000. Those are your initial investment options. And by the way, if none of these payments look low enough, you can always increase this amount up here. You can put down 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10,000. Okay? And I've also given you 3 terms: a shorter term, a more comfortable term, and a best of both worlds term. However, before we look at each payment, let me ask you a question. Of these 4, which initial investment makes the most sense to you? Recognizing the more money you put down, the lower the payment.
I'd say on the lower end.
On right here?
Yeah.
All right, so here are your purchase payment choices. At 48 months, your payment would be $516.83 at 3.49%. Now that may be a little higher than you anticipated, but let me tell you what's in it for you. You pay the least amount of interest because it's the shortest term. You build equity quicker, which gives you the freedom to trade or sell it sooner if you so desire, and you get the title quicker because you pay it off faster. At 60 months, that payment is obviously way more comfortable because it drops all the way from $516 to $390. It's not just more comfortable, it's also more flexible. All these benefits I mentioned up here, you can gain many of the same ones down here by paying it off early without fear of prepayment penalty. You just do it in your own time frame. Get a raise, get a bonus, inherit money, win it on the golf course, lottery, whatever. Okay? It's just up to you to pay it off early. And the best of both worlds, the payment is only $420, which is much less than it would be at 48, and just a little bit higher than it would be at 60. And you pay less interest, pay it off sooner, and you build equity faster. All right, so if you're going to purchase it, I'm going to ask you which of those payments work best for you. However, before you say that, I've given you lease options. We talked about leasing out there or earlier today, and what leasing does is actually gives you more options than purchase. If you purchase this for 66 months, at the end of 3 years, you're going to have 2.5 years left to pay on it. Okay? If you lease it at the end of 36 months, you're going to have 4 options. Option number 1, it's the finest car you've ever driven in your entire life, and you want to keep it. You keep it, and you just pay for the rest of the vehicle. Mazda will finance it for you. Number 2, you loved it, but the 2020s are out, and you want a 2020. So you toss us the keys, and you take the keys to a new one. Number 3, the value of the vehicle is higher than the residual, which means you could sell it or trade it, and you would be the beneficiary of the equity in the vehicle. Number 4 is the 2021s are right around the corner. You want to wait till they come out, you could extend the lease. So you've got all those options. And by the way, if the market drops for any particular reason, you're not at risk. Fundamentally, the way leasing works is it lowers your risk and increases your cash flow because you don't need to put down as much money and your payments aren't as high. So, looking at a 36-month lease with, again, $1,000 down, the payment would be $326. So your choices are, well, at 39 it drops all the way to 311, but that's only 3 additional months. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices here. Do me a favor, put a little tick mark by the one that works best for you. Okay, that right there so we can get your new Mazda ready for delivery.
I don't know, Steve, I'm a little concerned about the leasing. I don't totally understand. I know what you're talking about there. On the finance side, you know, $1,000 would be tough to put down, but it's in the payments definitely a lot higher than I've currently been paying. So I'm not really sure about that, Steve.
Okay. Gary, the payment's a little bit higher than you've been paying based on the fact that you're buying a 2017 vehicle and you're trading in a 1995 Toyota Corolla. All right, so the payment's going to go up. All right, now, you know, but the fact that you even bring that up is evidence that you are a perfectly normal human being, and it's not a problem. Other than the payment, though, everything else is fine. Nothing else will stop you from taking the new Mazda home today, correct?
No.
Okay. Well, the payment is absolutely the easiest thing in the world to explain. All right? Basically, it's made up of the standard features found on every single Mazda. For example, if I told you I could drop your payment by $10, but you didn't get the steering wheel, that's no deal, is it?
No.
You're going to want that. The options you chose and the government mandated equipment, mostly emissions and safety. All right? To that, we have to add the freight that Mazda charges. From that, we subtract the discount that we provided you. We add back the negative equity with your trade, and then we add your taxes and fees. That gives us the balance to finance. All right? Now, you can control the balance to finance in that you can also put down more cash. So basically, you've got a couple different options here. Number one, you could put down more cash, but you know what? I really don't think you ought to do it. You're putting down $1,000. Keep the rest of your cash wherever it is. Number two, I mean, let's face it, at $390 a month, you can make that payment. It's a vehicle you deserve and you absolutely can afford. And the last option would be I could look into seeing if you qualify for an extended term, which would drop the payment. So, which of the latter two would you rather do? Live with the $390 or have me explore the opportunities to extend the term?
How much less would the payment be on that extended term?
It would drop at maybe 15 or 20 bucks.
Is there a way to get the payment any lower?
You could put down more cash again, but I don't really think you should.
Yeah, I don't have extra cash to put down.
Okay.
I mean, I could probably live without the moonroof.
You know, I don't think you should live without the moonroof. Okay? You told me you liked it.
Right.
How long you plan on keeping this?
I mean, probably a few years, you know.
Why not drive a vehicle that's got everything that you want on it? And you know what? I mean, how much? Look, if I dropped it $50, would that make you happy?
I think that'd be a lot easier.
Well, A, I'm not going to drop it $50, but B, even if I did, you know what that means? That means that we would be talking $1 and $1.70 a day. Pay $1.70 a day and drive the vehicle that you deserve and I know you can afford. Okay? I need
That makes sense.
I need your okay right there.
Okay. Good job, Steve.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even, I
I'm trying to
didn't,
be a little tough, you know.
no, look, I didn't even go into anything complicated. I mean, look, people, people are gonna tell you the payment's too high. Why are they gonna do it? We taught them to do it. Brian did it. Doug did it. I did it. Stephen did it. Robert, you probably did it too. Okay? We have taught customers that it's profitable to say no to a salesman. Well, you know what? Back in the good old days when we had big margins and we started way high, that was okay. It ain't okay anymore. You know, John Bomarito stood up here and said, you know, you can make money here. Yes, you can, but your skill level has got to be good. I mean, basically, I treated each one of his objections as a complaint. He was whining. And you know what? We all whine. We whine about our house payments. We whine about the utility bills. We whine about this. We whine about that. But you know what? We make the payments. He's going to make the payments. If I put him on a car that he can afford, he's going to make the payments. What I'm not going to do is go running back to my manager and say, he's a stone cold payment buyer. Shit, he needs a lower payment. Because it's going to cut whatever little gross profit I've got in there left out. And then it's a mini deal. The term mini deal, well, you'll learn what it means. I hope you don't get used to it. Okay, a mini deal means, and it will happen. It happens to us all. I'll go to Doug and I'll say, Doug, I can't get the guy to do what we want him to do. Doug will make a decision as a manager as to whether he wants to move this piece of metal. And if he does at no profit, which happens from time to time, it becomes a mini deal, which means I get a flat commission on it. There's no longer a percentage of gross that I get. You don't want that to become the rule. You want that to be the exception. But it will be the rule if you don't get good at your job.
Could be a good weight loss plan because, you know, we wouldn't be able to afford to eat.
Yes, but the rest of your family would suffer as well, okay? Okay? All right, now the payment justification I used right there was the simplest of them all. It was the payment explanation. Here's what makes up the payment. If you want a lower payment, we can do it one of two ways. You can put down more cash, or we can extend the term. See if you I always say, see if you qualify for an extended term. So when I can come back, I can go high five, congratulations, you made it, you qualified. But remember, every time I extend the term, I'm also lessening the likelihood I'm going to see this son of a gun anytime in the near future as a repeat customer. That having been said, I'll do whatever it takes to deliver the vehicle today. Because it is a today business. Doug, how often do they come back when they look you dead in the eye and say, I'll be right back. We just need to go think about it. We're probably going to do this, though. The answer is not very often. The customers will look you in the eye and they will tell you a fib. But don't make them lie to you. Don't ask them what they think their trade's worth. Don't ask them where they want their payment to be. Don't ask them what they think a fair price is, because then they will lie to you, and yet they've earned the right to lie because you ask them a dumbass question.
Now, if I said I was trying to get my payment down to $300, would you have gone ahead and tried to lean me more into the lease that was real close to $300?
Nah, I would have. In the real world, I would have pushed a lease real hard because I'm a huge believer in leases.
Okay.
I mean, look, if I lease you a vehicle, my chances of selling you another car skyrocket. I'm just a huge believer in leasing. I mean, it's with the Infiniti customer, it's almost a given. In fact, they're telling us they're going to lease, right?
Right.
But with the Mazda customer, Tom told us that you guys are at 20%, which is damn good for a Mazda store. But there are Mazda stores in California and Mazda stores in the Northeast that do 60 and 70% leases. You know, leasing for whatever reason is way more popular in those areas. Atlanta is a disaster of a leasing market. They changed the rules a couple years ago. You don't pay taxes on the payment anymore. You pay taxes on the whole price. And then, by the way, if you want to buy the car at the end of the lease, you pay taxes again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, they're trying to get that changed. The most powerful car dealer in the state of Georgia is a used car guy, and he gave the governor his campaign a ton of money. So what he did is he went to I guess they went out drinking, and they said basically, look, Gov, why don't we drop the tax on used cars to 4%, keep it at 7 on the new cars, and I got a way to make up that difference. I swear that's exactly how it happened. And then so the governor went, yeah, that's a good idea. We'll just charge taxes on the full amount of the. So it's not even the sale price of the lease. They got a table to calculate what the tax is on a vehicle that you buy in Georgia. You don't look at the price. You have to go to the Georgia state table of what you should pay for the car, and then set up the tax that way. It's nuts. And they're Republicans too, damn it. I don't get it. All right. Objection handling. You can turn that off.